Hello, pulpit. Testing. Can y'all hear me? Alright, shouldn't be too loud. So this is Catching You Up Thursday. Still trying to keep up with these videos, even though I've been super busy. Today I definitely kind of burnt out a little bit, not gonna lie. So what's been going on with me lately? I am applying to grad schools. Just one, I have one in mind. I'm not gonna reveal it just yet. I want to build the confidence I have in myself about it first. Applying to grad schools and trying to I'm learning Russian, but at the same time, I'm building a language learning process because I want to use it as kind of a soft credential for my master's application and also maybe turn it into like a little ebook, type it up, eventually formalize it a bit. So I've been busy as hell. I'm really bad at giving myself a break day, you know? Everyone who has helped me form my philosophy on life, Jim Rohn, Tony Robbins, they're always like 6 days on or 5 days on and 2 days off or 1 day off, and I would never even do that because it's like these things I want to do, and so it's hard to be like, don't do those for a day because I genuinely want to do them, but you gotta give things time to settle. So that's what I'm doing. So my day off is gonna be Friday, I decided, because Thursday I bring y'all these beautiful videos of me talking about my life. The sun is out. It's changing my life. Am I the only one who, like, that first day that is so perfectly beautiful and sunny, you're outside, you're doing something amazing, and you're kind of just like, I'm not worthy. I was eating a burrito in the park the other day, and literally I was like, I don't deserve this. I'm so ready for this to be my everyday again. Construction's still a thing, but with the sun out, my apartment looks a lot less gray. And like I've been working out less to try to kind of I wanted to focus on my studies. I don't know how people sit for so long. I'm, listening to people talk about learning languages and Luca Lampariello and his method and all that. And he's like, study for 3 hours, nothing more, and for like the first month. And that's fine with me. I can study for 3 hours, but it's like the sitting for 3 hours is crazy to me. My ass hurts after like an hour. And if I'm standing, then I can't stop thinking about how I'm standing up. And so then I get nothing done. Honestly, I want to say I'm so grateful to anyone that watches these videos and shows interest because it really helps me, When I was first starting out, it was a lot of just, I'm doing these, kind of have cool videos of my life. And so I also have that, all through my trip to Japan, Berlin, and moving here to Atlanta and all these things. But it's really like, when I get to talking in these videos, I talk a lot of things out, It's really nice. I haven't quite figured out the therapist thing. I need a therapist, don't we all? But so for now, it's like, this is who I can just talk freely to about my life. I had to work through some stuff at the beginning. Like, am I worthy or am I capable of getting a master's? Am I the type of person to get a master's? Can I handle it? Because I was not the best at focusing in school. You can probably tell. But it didn't take me long after just reading articles and talking to people where I was like, no, like, when you go back to school for you, I'm sure a lot of us experienced going to our undergrad, and we're just doing it because it was the next step. And in the U.S., no one takes gap years. No one takes time to figure out their life before they go to school. Just go to school. And it's not like we're doing it specifically for us. And so it can be hard to focus, and then that becomes your concept of school. Makes you feel like you're not good at it, makes you feel like you don't have the attention span, like you don't have the capabilities. But the truth is, when you're going to school for you and for something you really want to do, it's not going to be that difficult. I've studied languages on my own. No one asked me to do it without me even thinking twice about it for my whole life. And so it's so obvious to me. And now even like with the linguistics side, because I'm going to go for applied linguistics, I'm naturally reading academic articles and being interested in doing deep dives, which is not anything I've ever done with anything. So I've really kind of gotten over that hump and built some confidence in myself for this whole process. Atlanta is beautiful, so it looks like I won't be going to school until next fall, and that makes me so happy because I love my little Jeep and I love my little life here in Atlanta, and it's been really beautiful. Thank you for anyone that comments input about my language learning and how I'm doing and stuff. It just makes me feel like I have community around it, you know? It's going really well. Russian's going really well. There's all these ridiculous statistics out there from like the Foreign Service Institute and stuff about learning a language to this B2 level in 3 months. But their structure is not effective. I remember everyone was obsessed with Rosetta Stone, but they weren't seeing progress, and it was because they were just like rote repetition showing you pictures and an apple and all that shit, and it wasn't helping anyone communicate. The method I'm working on developing is definitely one where, for people who can't just put things in order and have it like that every day, it's more like an absorption process method for, a mix of learning mixed with exposure mixed with fun. I have no love life, but that's okay with me. That is perfectly fine with me right now. I'm making a lot of beautiful friends. I have a hot take. Okay. It really has felt like recently, like I didn't fully belong in a lot of these gay circles I was finding myself in. And really, it's because like gay pride was because we were discriminated against and we needed visibility. But once we found that, and there wasn't need for there wasn't an actual civil rights side of the community kind of wasn't needed anymore. It feels like it's boiled down to just a fetish, sex, drug, party culture thing. And that's the gay community. So I find myself in all these circles, and doing drugs and partying is fun, but it would just be like, oh, this doesn't feel like my people. I'm not having the conversations I want. I'm not getting this from these social interactions. And then I was like, well, yeah, that's because I'm not just a gay person, right? I have all these other interests that sometimes there's overlap, but it's not very often. I hope that construction's not too bad. So I'm looking forward to this next part of my life where I'm forced into situations with people with common interests, and they exist, and they're out there, and I'm really happy, to find that, and just be part of the world that everyone else is, and not just the gay community. So I'm going to keep up with these videos Thursdays. Oh, it's Thursdays. I want to know what you guys think. I mean, if you've seen my videos from when I had no subscribers to now, you've seen me go from LA to Berlin to Rhode Island, where else? To Montreal, back to LA. You've seen me go back home. Did I say Berlin? I already did. To Japan for 2.5 months, vlog the whole thing. I mean, that Japan trip, that is such a beautiful story. When I have so many crazy fond memories thinking back. I met this Japanese family and I got to hang out with them, and I've been studying Japanese since I was young, so it was like the spiritual experience, being immersed just on my own, not affiliated with an institution or affiliated with anything else, and just making it and having journeys with authentic Japanese people in their homes and with their friends and their communities. Beautiful. And then now this most recent chapter, me moving to Atlanta, learning how to settle down and be okay with that. I've really gone through the emotions of being somewhere for a longer period of time and getting that anxiety about feeling like I need to leave, and then working through it and just, committing to things that aren't I guess clearly just running away from my problems, even though that's not necessarily what I have done in the past. I wanted to explore in my life, but I always had this thing where there was nothing to come back to inside myself to ground myself. And now I'm finding that, and it's beautiful. And I love you guys. I need to stop doing this because it's fucking dead. And I'm really excited. So the only like little hint I got is for you guys is the master's program I'm applying to is abroad. Try to tell you. The dudes there are gonna be so hot. I've only known 1 or 2 people from this country, and they were thick and hairy, and I loved it. And that is what I want. I might not even edit this video. I'm just gonna post it as is. So tomorrow is my rest day, and I'm committing to that. I want to see what benefits. You know, you have to like do these things, and if it feels like you are hearing something and it's good advice, you have to do it, even if you don't want to. See the effect, and base change on that result. And I know that sounds obvious, but it's easy to forget. It's easy to think that your perception of an activity or something, it's easy to think that that is the reality, even if you haven't tried it, but it's not. You got to test it out, and that result is your reality. And if you're being honest with yourself usually about things. So tomorrow's my rest day. So I think I feel like I kind of need it today, but Thursday's my day for posting videos for you guys, so I'm going to go hard after this video and after I post it, edit it, everything, and study and drink coffee. And then tomorrow I'll wake up and rest and hopefully get back to working out some more. My issue is I just get super skinny, and like, I guess not the worst thing in the world, but I'm hoping I hit 30 and a little tiny belly just goes boop, and my happy trail gets like really hairy. Okay, maybe that's TMI, sorry. So yes, please wish me luck on this journey. I will keep you guys updated every week as I am. I'm going to try to come up with some cute little adventures to take you guys on. Mostly I've just been going on hikes. It's the only time I leave the city. Leave Midtown, this area even. It's just to go on little hikes. So there's a balloon museum, maybe I'll do that. Okay, I love you guys, seriously. Thank you so much for anyone who watches this and has input for me. I really appreciate it. Sometimes you guys give me the best ideas. And I love you. And have an amazing day.